here. Mayno's here.
Way up.
New Mayno. And let's get to this under the radar. This is not necessarily under the radar because it's important news right now that everybody's talking about. Who is Vice President Harris going to choose as her running mate as she runs for president of the United States? Well, according to reports, she has chosen Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her VP pick. And he has a record of winning over rural conservative voters, but a lot of people don't know him.
Right.
And so it's important to look at his background. He, after high school, worked in agriculture and manufacturing. He also served in the National Guard. He also accepted a teaching position for a year with World Teach in China and can still speak some Mandarin. And then he took a job teaching and coaching in Nebraska, which is where he met his wife, who was a fellow teacher. He doesn't have a lot of drama attached to him. He definitely won't overshadow what Kamala Harris has going on. And she posted it.
Is that him?
Yeah, she posted an hour ago. I am proud to announce that I've asked Tim Walz to be my running mate. One of the things that stood out to me about Tim is how his convictions on fighting for middle-class families run deep. It's personal. He grew up in a small town in Nebraska, spending summers working on his family's farm. His father died of cancer when he was 19, and his family relied on Social Security survivor benefit checks to make ends meet. At 17, he enlisted in the National Guard, serving for 24 years. He used his GI Bill benefits to go to college and become a teacher. He served as both the football coach and the advisor of the Gay Straight Alliance. And so she said she was sharing his background because it's impressive in its own right, because you can see in no uncertain terms how it informs his record. And so she talks a lot about his protections after the Supreme Court overturned Roe versus Wade. He's also an avid hunter who passed a bill requiring universal background checks for gun purchases, but his deep commitment to his family as well. And so that is the person she chose. I saw a lot of people weighing in on who they think she should have chose, but this feels like a good pick. And they do have only a few short months to introduce him to the population and get people familiar with him.
Right.
Because I didn't know who he was.
What if she would have chose a black man?
You know, this country, whether or not people want to admit it, is still very racist and very sexist.
It's a fact.
So that would be a hard thing. We have had a black president,
right,
with President Barack Obama. A lot of people felt like that wouldn't happen. We could potentially have the first black woman president.
Black woman.
That would be a huge situation for us. But again, there's a lot of people who don't want to see that happen just based off of the color of someone's skin or
if she would have been like,
sex.
I'm choosing Eric Adams, how would that have looked?
Man, Brooklyn on the map.
Wow.
All right. Well, anyway, that is your Under the Radar. You know, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. I'm speaking of Eric Adams. I just ordered my garbage bins. You know, I didn't realize that it's a wait and they don't come till September, but I ordered them. We also have Coach Jesse, Dr. Amun, and Dr. Tiffany Jones joining us. She's a fertility doctor. All these things are important for us to discuss. It's Way Up.
Way up.